Okay, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to our Saturday Q&A. Good morning, everybody. Welcome wherever you are around the world. Very excited about today. Let me just get my phone put on vibrate so I don't annoy you guys as we go forward and letting people get connected. Okay. All right, guys. So obviously a big weekend for us. First of all, I want to just to quickly address a couple things. Got to put this one on a legal. So we got this going off to the regulator. So today is September 9th, 2023. It is about 2 minutes past midday New York time. And today we're going to be introducing the $50 million pool bonus and how the program works. We're going to cover some immediate issues that we got to do right from the get-go. And then from then onwards, guys, it's kick it back, open mind, and understand what we put together. I want to tell you up front that I've already contacted about a dozen network marketing companies, owners that I'm aware of, and we've had a lot of excitement already in what's going to happen. These obviously are network marketing companies around the world. I'm not a strong believer. I want everybody to understand that I'm not a strong believer in most network marketing companies. You always seem to leave people behind. And it's a product driven, and then the product gets too much, and it's something me personally I'm not that excited about. But what I'm going to show you today, I'm really excited about, because to be honest with you, you have nothing to lose at all, zero, because you've got a raffle ticket. You're looking at winning $1 billion. You're playing in free weekly games that you can win money on and other prizes. This is just an add-on that for those of you that say, hey, I've been around here for a couple of years and I want to see my results. I want to see my bread and butter. You're going to see that today. And it's up to you if you want to make that step and go out there and do something to create it. $50 million is a lot of money. And we didn't realize it was as much as it was until we started looking at it today, or actually the last couple of days, and realized how it breaks down. Now, I want to thank people that have put a lot of input into this, from Elias, who spent time with us, going through the program, to obviously Paul and Graham coming up with the one of the concepts that we can put together. This is unique. I don't believe there's anything out there in the marketplace like this. And I want you also to think about this. You know, our projections have always been pretty close. It's always been based on actuaries that we've completed. And we know with the right financial budget, and I'm using that word heavy, the right financial budget, and we can sell out the tickets in 100 days. It depends on what celebrities, what cities, what countries, what advertisements being done, but we know it can be done. The actuaries have not misled us this stage, and we've been doing this for a long time. So we truly do believe in the actuaries. So I want you all to think about the commitment you got to make is really and truly that first 90 days, or that first, say, 120 days max, is what you're looking at to get a reward. So the question comes down to this at the end of the day. Are you willing to give up a couple of hours each day to motivate, produce ticket sales that in 120 days from now, you can get a chunk of that $50 million? And that is life-changing to everybody on this call. The good thing, what we've done is we have put in a buffer zone for people that are unable to accomplish a bigger piece of the pie, that they're going to get a pat on the back and a reward. Now, this money is guaranteed. This is $1 from each ticket that we're taking. That is guaranteed money. There's not a risk factor in here. The only risk, the only non-guarantee is you yourself. And I don't believe any one of you can't do this. It's a real simple process. So let's quickly just cover a couple of things that we got to do first of all before we get into this. Guys, if you've got people that should be on this call, text them, get them on the call, Skype them, WhatsApp them, because you do not want to miss. This is all about team building. If you can build your team in this, you are going to be a millionaire. Let me say that again. If you can build a team, you're going to be a millionaire. It's that simple. It's not a no-brainer. So let me, or it's a no-brainer, she said. Let me quickly address a couple of things that needs to be addressed before we end up the call. Obviously, thank you for Justin, Paul, and Elias to be here with us on the call. It's definitely a different Saturday morning call than we normally do. So I want to quickly do you the updates that you're going to be aware of. First of all, most important, if you have an iPhone, you will see your YouTube link in the iPhone has been kind of disconnected. So for those of you who don't understand what we're talking about with Androids out there, iPhone approved a connection for our YouTube channel on the iPhone, and people are able to go ahead and click onto the YouTube and go over to our YouTube channel each day and be able to get 2 free entries or whatever it's set at. We have discontinued that by breaking the link internally. So now you will not be able to do that. So it still will show in your phone, but you will not be able to gather it. And the reason being is we want to be as fair as we can as a company. We're going to go up and beyond to make this fair for people. So what we've done is, after looking at the entries, and we still need a couple of more weeks yet to get this done, but we're going to take an average of what the iPhone users were able to do on their YouTube votes. Now listen carefully, guys, because some of you don't even know it exists. We're going to take an average of what the iPhone has done in getting free entries, not votes, and we're going to take that average number and apply it to all of our Android members. So whether that's 300, 500, 1,000, 1,500, I don't know at this stage, but all of you Androids, and I don't mean you as Androids, but all you Android users are going to get a promotional into your account to say thank you. Now, obviously, it's going to be prorated. So that means if you're here from 2 years ago, you'll get the full amount. If you're here a year ago, you'll only get half. And if you're here 3 months ago, you're only going to get a little amount. Now, it was not intentionally done. It was, we were aware it was there. We just could not get the Android and YouTube to correspond. However, that has been now taken care of. There's a couple of other pieces of paperwork. So sooner or later, we will be reopening the YouTube link so you're able to do that. We're also working on TikTok, to having an API with TikTok and a few other now providers. So we just want you to know that we are working on all of that so you have it. Also, guys, we want to let you know that will be about a 30-day window. So please don't be calling Monday morning customer service, player support, and saying, hey, where's my free entries? I'm an Android user. Please, please do not do that. It will really come back and bite you in the rear. Just let us work with it. We didn't need to tell you about it. We're aware of it. We play a fair game here, and it's going to be fair for everybody who participates. So give us up to 30 days. We're hoping to have it done a lot quicker than that, but we do need some time. Second thing, which is most important, okay, on the spinning of the board, there is a problem. We know what the bug is, and it's actually not inside the board. It's the web browsers some people are using. What's creating the problem is the web browser on its resizing, the resizing of the game is allowing the board to spin and land directly in the middle of a number, or it's showing a number, but it's actually reading the next number over. So we are aware of it, okay? We could have stopped the game, and we felt that we just didn't want to do it. Thanks to Elias bringing it up. A couple of other people have brought it up and sent in emails. Guys, you are absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for really being the way you are. It makes it fair for everybody, being honorable. So what we've done is we've continued with the game this week, but on Monday, Sunday night, Monday morning, whichever way you look at it, the dashboard, your login, your dashboard, what you go to every day will be down, and the game will be not starting Monday morning until Wednesday. As you heard me announce last week, that we are doing a Wednesday start with the game. So we're actually taking 3 days this week to make the modifications, what we need to do to hopefully fit all web browsers. Now, guys, we can tell you that it works absolutely 100% fine on Chrome. We know it works well on the Edge. We know it works well on the iPhone, etc., etc. But there's a couple of browsers in other countries that are creating this problem that is not allowing it to spin correctly. So we just want to let you know about that one. So Monday, your dashboard will be down. You will not be able to get into your dashboard on Monday. You'll still be able to go into the app, and you will still be able to participate, getting free entries inside the app. And if you go into the CRC center, you'll be able to go into the CRC center and still receive your free entries. Now, let's talk about this, okay? I don't know how to tell you this, but it's just the way it's going to be, whether you like it or not, is all I can tell you. Okay. We don't need any more emails saying we've only got 2, you can't get your free entries. Listen to the word free entries. That free is a gift from us to you. Okay, so for you to call in and say, oh, I can't get my free spin today to win free money that we're giving you, don't complain. It's the worst thing you can do, because each one of the complaints have to be taken to the regulator. And the regulator is already very discouraged with some things that happened in the marathon. So guys, be thankful. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. You're getting free entries. We designed a program to generate ticket sales that would get you free spins. So if you can't get your 40 spins each day, that's up to you. If you want to get a free spin to increase on the board, sell a ticket. We're here for ticket sales, not to keep giving stuff away to you. It's about trying to make a change in the world. It's trying to make a change to put people in homes and fix their water and put in roads and things of all that nature we want to do. We can't do it if we keep giving everything away. We just can't do it. Okay. So guys, please don't send in any more emails complaining that there's only 2 banners inside the app, or there's only 1 person on the sponsorship. Guys, that just doesn't work. Okay. It doesn't cut it here with me personally, and it certainly doesn't cut it with other management as well as your leaders. So guys, please go out and sell tickets, get your free spin. If you get a $20 ticket, you get a free spin. If you're $50, you get 3 spins. $100, $50, 2 spins. For $100, 3 spins. Some of you have been asking, how does this person get 8 or 12 or 19 spins? Well, they've gone out and sold tickets. Have you? I don't know. You'll have to look. So guys, I'm not going to go into any more of that, but stop sending in these crazy emails. And it's 1 or 2 particular countries. It's the same people. You get something free, and then all you want to do is complain about it. Guys, it doesn't work like that. We're here to help each other. It's one cause, one love. It's here to go out and beyond and do something for somebody else, not take all the while. All right. So we're going to drop that and move on. But guys, no more emails. It just doesn't, you won't be sitting next to me at the event. I can tell you that. So thank you very much for everything you do, but you got to stop taking. All right. So Monday, we're going to be closing down everything, so you're aware of it, so that you are completely up to date. That will be down for up to 24 hours on Monday on the dashboard. Again, we'll not let you go into the dashboard. You won't be going into playing the game. The game doesn't start till Monday. Now, for those of you who are doing the playoff will start on Tuesday, and it will go Tuesday and Wednesday, or as soon as the site comes back up. There's obviously going to be 5 of you playing the playoff. Guys, we've asked once, we've asked twice. This is the 3rd time. If not, we're just going to go ahead and put the money in the mail. If you've won money and you're going to collect the money, remember, some of you won $1 that you most probably would rather have entries or something. But if you've won $50, $100, $250, please send us in your wallet credentials or your PayPal. If you have both, send both of them in. We want to get everybody paid. There's only 4 people I think we're missing. We need to get you 4 people or 5 people paid before the noon game starts on Wednesday, plus whatever happens this week. So again, send in your PayPal information or your wallet address. We do prefer a wallet address. Now let's talk about the wallet address. You all know about Oli and what we're doing with them. We appreciate your patience by not signing up. That's really good, because that's going to be the payout. We have, as we've told you last week and the week before, we have a little delay while we're waiting for the virtual card to be put together. It is no big deal. This was designed to do payouts of the $1 billion raffle. It wasn't designed for the payouts of the game. So 2, we get the app and the virtual credit card sorted out with Ollie and who Ollie's using. Right now, we will pay you either through PayPal or through a current wallet. And like I say, we have a company wallet address that we can pay you directly from. No, we're not going to pay in Bitcoin. It's going to be USD, but it will go to you, and then you can convert it to whatever you want, so you guys are aware. Now, let's talk about some others. We got a couple of people that have really gone out and beyond to try and re-sign up some of their people. And then people are not able to get back into the account. listen, if you got deleted, you got deleted. There's nothing I can do about you. The account may show on your as a referral, so that it's there, but we're going to be changing the word to show that account has been deleted. If it's been deleted, that individual can come back in and sign up. And I'll give you an example. Through the holidays of 2022-23, we give a promotional where you could sign up 3 tickets to get into the round robin. Today, there are 2 of you that have accomplished those 3 ticket sales. Now, how many attempted it? We're most probably about 200 people attempted it, but the people they signed up didn't make their payment. So guys, if you're reaching out to them right now today to go ahead and get reactivated to get back in the program, they need to make their payment. They're not just getting reactivated. All of the free accounts, the ambassadors over to the VIP, all of the coupons, apart from 3 people, are now completely done. There's only 3 people out there, I believe, that's got coupons left, and that's only for another 20 days. Then any coupon that's out there does not exist no more. It's outdated. It's gone past. It's game over. So do remember that, guys. But if you're reaching out to people and they are unable to log in, okay, it's most probably because they've been deactivated or they've unsubscribed. Now, I'm going to make a big deal about this unsubscribed part right now. It's nothing to do with the regulator or us why we're being so strict about the unsubscribed. If you click unsubscribe, we have to follow the law, the EU law, which is that we have to remove your information. This is challenging because your email address is your ticket entry when it goes over to the random ticket, people are going to be pulling the numbers. Your email address is the only thing we can't change on your profile. Other things we can change with permission from the regulator. Okay, so if somebody wants to change a name, that is extremely challenging to change a name. We had somebody that wanted to use a character name. I'm not going to say it was Mickey Mouse, but it was something very close to Mickey Mouse, and now has realized that this is a real deal and they want to change their name. We've got to explain to a regulator why, when you signed up, when you approved the terms and conditions, you went out and used Mickey Mouse when your name is something totally different. Guys, that is challenging. Okay, it really is challenging, but we can and hope to get the necessary documentation changed, but it's going to take effort on your side to certainly prove who you are. So if you've gone from Mickey Mouse to Tom Williams, we're going to need government ID to show that you're Tom Williams, and then we're going to need a signed affidavit that you made out you was a character called Mickey Mouse, and that's what you use to sign up, plus a description why you done it in the first place. So guys, if you've got different names on your account and you want them changed, it's next to impossible. Okay, so just so you know. So you might be better off writing into help desk and saying, listen, can you void my account? I want to go ahead and just buy another ticket. There's nothing we can do about it, guys. And if you've hit unsubscribed, you must immediately today send into help desk and say, I've unsubscribed on emails. Please add me. We have until the 15th, which is next Friday, to get everything cleaned up on the profiles and the data. After that, there is no change. We cannot do nothing. So if you've got unsubscribed on your email on next Friday and you've got 10,000 entries in there, you've just lost every one of them, because your email under the law has to be unsubscribed. And if you unsubscribe your email is your registration for your ticket. So guys, I'm making a big deal out of this. It's really important. So again, we're getting people sending in tickets for other people. That must stop. We're not going to respond to anybody else apart from, we appreciate you notifying us. Please have your representative send in the email. So it doesn't matter who it is on this call, even if it's our own player support. We cannot and will not be fixing somebody's problem for a third-party issue. We can't. The regulators put a complete stop to it, because if we don't fix it, that person could then sue us and say, you never corresponded. And we've already got some issues out here where some people think that, hey, we didn't correspond. Well, we did correspond, and it went to people's junk mail, or they didn't read it, or whatever it's going to be. So guys, as of today, I've got to make it very clear, 9-9, you cannot put in a request for somebody else. Now, what you can do, if you're concerned, you can send in a request saying that I know so-and-so, and they put in a request. Can you please let me know what's going on? And we will be courtesy, and we will respond to you. Yes, we notice they have a ticket, and yes, it is. We're not going to tell you their private information, but we will help you if you're a leader and you want to find out what something's going on. The reason we spent as much time on the profile and making it all different in your dashboard was so you have direct contact with them people, so you can see what's going on. So guys, we just want to let you know that. Now, I'm done with all the bad stuff, and I don't think that was that bad. It was just things that I needed to cover to get out. So I wanted to see if Elias wants to come in and address anything at this stage. If not, guys, we're going to move on to something very special. So Elias, good day.
Hey, how are you?
You look wonderful. How are you?
Thanks very much. I'm good. Okay. Yes, I would love to share the information with the Spanish-speaking people.
Please do.
A lot of good information and important information.
Absolutely.
Okay, then. Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo están todos? Muy buenos días y gracias por estar aquí. Tenemos bastante información para ustedes hoy que debo compartirla con ustedes antes de explicar lo que es de los 50 millones. Primero de todo, la situación de iPhone. Tenemos los usuarios de iPhone tienen la opción de YouTube. Hay un enlace de YouTube que cada vez hacen clic en este enlace, ellos pueden ganar la cantidad de entradas gratuitas que está configurada, sea 2, 5, lo que sea. Entonces, esto ya es suspendido. ¿Por qué razón? Por ser justo para todos, porque los usuarios de Android no tienen esta opción. Entonces, los usuarios de iPhone tienen la opción a ganar más entradas de los usuarios de Android. Entonces, esto está suspendido para el iPhone y van a hacer un cálculo promedio de cuánto hizo cada usuario de iPhone, cuántas entradas gratuitas, van a hacer un promedio y van a dar a todos los usuarios de Android, depende desde cuánto tiempo estás en Avazoo. Entonces, si usted tiene 2 años, van a dar, por ejemplo, la cantidad completa. Si tiene 1 año, 3 meses, depende, proporcional. Entonces, esto va a ser algo o una acción justo, porque no pueden una persona ganar más de las otras personas. Por eso están haciendo esta corrección. Así, esto va a estar más o menos en unos 30 días. Así, por favor, no empiecen a llamar, ¿dónde están mis entradas? ¿Dónde están mis entradas gratuitas? No, espere, porque esto va a ser manual y tenemos más o menos 30 días. ¿Ok? También estamos haciendo unas modificaciones, trabajando para habilitar el programa de TikTok. Bueno, ahorita en esta semana, los juegos del spin, ahí tenemos un problema. No, en realidad no es un problema, es como una programación del tamaño de la pantalla y todo. Entonces, había unas cosas sucediendo durante la semana y ya detectamos varios problemas gracias a varias personas. Entonces, esto, el juego no va a arrancar el lunes, va a arrancar el miércoles, porque el dashboard el lunes va a estar fuera de línea 3 días. Usted puede entrar al CRC normal para ganar sus entradas, pero el dashboard usted no puede entrar, va a estar fuera de línea para modificar el juego y arreglarla. Y el miércoles va a arrancar el juego de nuevo. ¿Por qué razón? Porque hay varias cosas pasaron en el juego, en el spinning y todo. Y también los browsers, los navegadores. Hay unos navegadores trabajan súper bien, como el Edge, como el Chrome, todo eso trabaja súper bien. Pero en ciertos países hay unos navegadores que no está trabajando bien. Por ejemplo, yo voy a mencionar uno de los navegadores, el que no está compatible al 100%, como el Kiwi. Un navegador se llama Kiwi, que no está trabajando y no permite trabajar bien la aplicación. Entonces, toman nota en esto. Como comenté a ustedes, el lunes el dashboard va a estar afuera de línea por 3 días para trabajar la aplicación. Ahorita, recuerdan que aquí cada uno de nosotros debe conseguir 40 entradas gratuitas para poder hacer un spin cada día o una vuelta cada día. Recuerdan que esto es gratis, ¿ok? Esto es totalmente gratis. Usted no está pagando nada de tu bolsillo para ganar estos premios. Esos son como agradecimiento para hacer las cosas bien. Entonces, si usted no puede hacer 40 entradas gratuitas al día, no reclama, no manda diciendo, yo no puedo hacer esto, yo no puedo hacer el otro. No reclames. Tiene varias opciones para ganar entradas gratuitas. Recuerdan, nosotros estamos vendiendo boletos. Vuelvo a decir, vendiendo boletos. Entonces, usted debe de hacer su trabajo en vender boletos para ganar más entradas gratuitas y tener el chance de dar la vuelta. Entonces, esto también debe de ponerlo en mente y poner atención a esto, porque a veces uno no puede hacer 40 por simplemente posteando en el CRC, en la aplicación, etcétera, y no llega a 40. Entonces, su única opción es vender boletos, porque recuerda, un boleto 40, un boleto de 20 es una vuelta, un boleto de 50 son 2 vueltas, un boleto de 100 son 3 vueltas. Entonces, usted puede obtener más vueltas vendiendo boletos. Eso es muy importante. Ahorita también, déjame ver. Sobre las personas, I'm reading the notes.
No, you're good. I'm getting ready to get started. Keep going.
Yeah, only just one thing left.
Okay.
Otra cosa, que hay personas que están desactivadas o no pueden entrar a su cuenta, entonces debe de tener algo muy importante. Entonces, si tu cuenta está borrada, ya está borrada, no pueden recuperarla. Debe de registrar de nuevo, debe de comprar por lo menos un boleto de $20 si no quiere comprar el 50 y el 100. Entonces, también, si no puede entrar a la cuenta, si estás desactivado o otra palabra, unsubscribe, que ya quitaste el registro, entonces recuerda que el correo electrónico está amarrado con tu boleto de Avazoo. Si pierde el correo electrónico, se fue el boleto. Entonces, si usted hace unsubscribe, usted pierde este boleto. Entonces, tiene chance hasta el 15 de septiembre para arreglar tu situación en caso si usted tiene esta situación de unsubscribe o algo así. Entonces, esta es la información que quiero compartir con ustedes ahorita y al ratito compartimos más información. Muchas gracias.
All right. Now you're going to be coming back shortly. So guys, here's what I want to do. Elias, thank you so much. So everybody that's writing about different things going on, you need to stop right now, please, if you can, and put some focus on this. Everybody wants to change your life. It doesn't matter how good or how successful you've been. You can always learn something more, right? And guys, I don't really get into a lot of motivational stuff over the years. I've kind of learned to do that internally and who I talk to. But I want to share something with you today that I think is very, very important. Okay, we're getting ready to move on to something that's $50 million. So right there, stop what you're doing. Don't do no more texts. I don't want to know about games and everything else. I want you to listen. 50 million reasons why to listen, right? Because everybody will come back and say, oh, well, I couldn't do it. Why? Well, I was listening in the chat and I was writing about something else and I didn't notice what was going on, or I was in the kitchen making a cup of tea. If you're in the kitchen making a cup of tea, get off the call. This is not for you. Go somewhere else, because we're about ready to change people's lives, and it only works if you want it to work. If you don't want it to work, you're going to be doing exactly the same as you're doing today, next week, next month, next year. This is $50 million. And you're the first people here to get the opportunity to look at it. Now, I've been out there with the big boys. I've opened up stage for Zig Ziglar. I have worked with Zig Ziglar. I've been with Anthony Robbins. I've been with the big boys. And I'm telling you right now, one of the best speeches I've ever listened to, I'm going to play to you now. And if you get bored with it and you want to move on, that's fine. But please do not write other things in here, in your chat boxes on your Facebook, because you need to listen to these words. The words, if you listen to them, will change your life. And then we're going to start talking about building a team. So, guys, I'm sorry to be a little bit, but this is serious. It's 50 million. And we need to, if you really want to get there, you got to make that next step. So let's listen to what somebody in the Marine Corps was talking to a class as they were doing. You most probably, some of you have seen it before, but I think it's an eye-opener that if you really want to make some money, this is a good starting place to listen to the words and understand. It'll also understand the difference between success and failure. So please go ahead and have a listen to this, and then we'll go straight into the whiteboard and we'll start sharing things. And of course, we will be off and running about $50 million. So right now, that should be my screen. Justin, give me a heads up. Let me know.
Yep, we're good.
Okay, so guys, please listen. Don't go and put on the TV. Don't go and do something else. If that's what your interest is, go and do that and just jump off the call. It's okay. You can come back and watch it another time. Here we go.
If you want to change the world, start off by making your bed. If you make your bed every morning, you will have accomplished the first task of the day. It will give you a small sense of pride, and it will encourage you to do another task, and another, and another. And by the end of the day, that one task completed will have turned into many tasks completed. Making your bed will also reinforce the fact that the little things in life matter. If you can't do the little things right, you'll never be able to do the big things right. And if by chance you have a miserable day, you will come home to a bed that is made, that you made. And a made bed gives you encouragement that tomorrow will be better. To pass SEAL training, there are a series of long swims that must be completed. One is the night swim. Before the swim, the instructors joyfully brief the students on all the species of sharks that inhabit the waters off San Clemente. They assure you, however, that no student has ever been eaten by a shark, at least not that they can remember. But you are also taught that if a shark begins to circle your position, stand your ground. Do not swim away. Do not act afraid. And if the shark, hungry for a midnight snack, darts towards you, then summons up all your strength and punch him in the snout, and he will turn and swim away. There are a lot of sharks in the world. If you hope to complete the swim, you will have to deal with them. So if you want to change the world, don't back down from the sharks. Over a few weeks of difficult training, my SEAL class, which started with 150 men, was down to just 42. There were now 6 boat crews of 7 men each. I was in the boat with the tall guys, but the best boat crew we had was made up of the little guys, the Munchkin crew, we called them. No one was over 5'5". The Munchkin boat crew had 1 American Indian, 1 African American, 1 Polish American, 1 Greek American, 1 Italian American, and 2 tough kids from the Midwest. They out-paddled, outran, and outswam all the other boat crews. The big men in the other boat crews would always make good-natured fun of the tiny little flippers the Munchkins put on their tiny little feet prior to every swim. But somehow these little guys from every corner of the nation and the world always had the last laugh, swimming faster than everyone and reaching the shore long before the rest of us. SEAL training was a great equalizer. Nothing mattered but your will to succeed, not your color, not your ethnic background, not your education, not your social status. If you want to change the world, measure a person by the size of their heart, not by the size of their flippers. The 9th week of training is referred to as Hell Week. It is 6 days of no sleep, constant physical and mental harassment, and 1 special day at the Mud Flats. The Mud Flats are an area between San Diego and Tijuana where the water runs off and creates the Tijuana Sloughs, a swampy patch of terrain where the mud will engulf you. It is on Wednesday of Hell Week that you paddle down in the mud flats and spend the next 15 hours trying to survive the freezing cold, the howling wind, and the incessant pressure to quit from the instructors. As the sun began to set that Wednesday evening, my training class, having committed some egregious infraction of the rules, was ordered into the mud. The mud consumed each man till there was nothing visible but our heads. The instructors told us we could leave the mud if only 5 men would quit. Only 5 men, just 5 men and we could get out of the oppressive cold. Looking around the mud flat, it was apparent that some students were about to give up. It was still over 8 hours till the sun came up. 8 more hours of bone-chilling cold. The chattering teeth and the shivering moans of the trainees were so loud, it was hard to hear anything. And then one voice began to echo through the night. One voice raised in song. The song was terribly out of tune, but sung with great enthusiasm. One voice became two, and two became three, and before long, everyone in the class was singing. The instructors threatened us with more time in the mud if we kept up the singing, but the singing persisted. And somehow the mud seemed a little warmer, and the wind a little tamer, and the dawn not so far away. If I have learned anything in my time traveling the world, it is the power of hope. The power of one person, a Washington, a Lincoln, King, Mandela, and even a young girl from Pakistan, Malala. One person can change the world by giving people hope. So if you want to change the world, start each day with a task completed. Find someone to help you through life. Respect everyone. Know that life is not fair and that you will fail often. But if you take some risks, step up when the times are the toughest, face down the bullies, lift up the downtrodden, and never, ever give up. If you do these things, the next generation and the generations that follow will live in a world far better than the one we have today. And what started here will indeed have changed the world for the better.
All right, guys. So I don't know if you listen to the words of that, but I listen to that quite often. It kind of motivates me to get me going when we have a bad day and got to get up and get going again and again and again. So I want you to think about it, right? Because what we're going to talk about right now is seriously, you're going to get people that are going to give you a rejection and people that say no. And they're the sharks of the world, okay? But if you're that person who wants to make that change, it can be done. It's down to you. And we're talking 50 million reasons why you want to do it. And there's half of you people on this call right now, most probably would love to even just have 50,000 or 500,000, alone 50 million. But we're going to show you a program right now that truly can make a difference. And when you go out and build your team, you can be the little guy from wherever it is in the world. It doesn't matter. You can be the little man and still succeed, just like them little guys with the small feet in the raft, okay? So it's all down to you. If you're going to get off this call today and go and hang up and watch TV and watch the next football game, then that's fine. But you got to make a commitment of what you're going to do, what time it is, whether it's 5 o'clock in the morning or whatever time. And you have to go out and make that commitment to build a team. Now, guys, I'm not here to blow my horn or anything like that. But I have put in 72,000 people in a network marketing program called iExalt in 1 year to the day. 72,000 personal signups. And I've done it all because of a $1 bet. It wasn't really a bet. It was just the fact that I wanted to show somebody it could be done. I'd never got involved in network marketing before. And it was all about taking what was different, what approach could I do that would make it different. And I told people the story. And the story was successful enough that they believed in it, that they would go out and tell their story, and then their story would be produced again and again. So every one of you have got a different concept, whether it's from Graham to Kelly to Elias to all you wonderful people on there. So you're going to come up with that about building a team. So we're going to show you today what we put in place, which really and truthfully wasn't a big deal. It was something that was rewarded you for what you're doing. And we also understand, somebody sent me some statistical data recently about what percentage do this and what percentage cover the others. And I'm not going to go into the numbers because I don't want you to think that you're one of those numbers. It doesn't matter if you failed before. It's about what you do today. And even if you fall over today, how do you get back up and get on your feet? So let's quickly go over to the whiteboard and then we'll open up some questions. And again, guys, I'm telling you, it's down to you, but you're the only one who can make the choice to make this thing happen if you want to. But there's 50 million reasons why you most probably want to do it. So let's change camera. Hopefully I get this right. And we're going to go through our program with you. Now, and Paul, you can certainly let me know if I need to adjust anything or whatever else it may be.
No, it's looking okay. Maybe
I
we
need
can
to get a little bit closer on the board.
get just a little bit closer if you can.
Okay, so guys, I've got Paul with me because Paul and Graham kind of worked this thing out where they needed to be. And of course, what I've done is I've had to present this now to some people, and I wanted to get it as close as I can. So forgive me for walking in front of you guys. So, guys, we're going to be talking right now about points and the 50 million pool, which is hidden, is behind you. I don't want you focusing on this until we can go through this and explain it. So, first of all, let's talk about how you get points. Let's talk about what don't qualify. An AAP or a co-branding does not qualify. There's an asterisk. It means possibly there could be some other things in the future we introduce that also wouldn't qualify. So if you're an AAP store and you got involved in this, it does not allow you to do it because obviously you have an upper edge. And unfortunately, we do play the game fair here. Now, saying that, you receive points and you want to get as many points in the poll. It doesn't start officially to the 15th of September, which is next Friday. Now, we've already had ticket sales this week. So any ticket sale that has occurred since the 1st of September, we're going to make sure you receive them points. Now, $20 is going to give you 1 point. So every $20 ticket you sell, you get a point. Every $50 ticket you sell, you get 2 points. Every $100 ticket you sell, you get 3 points. $1,500 ticket, it was questionable last week. I was trying to get a higher number, but unfortunately I didn't get it approved. So what you got for a $1,500 ticket is 50 points. So if you work out that mathematically, so $100, if you took that, then that would actually only come to 45 points. So you got an extra 5 points on the $1,500 ticket. This is a no-brainer because the syndicate also produces you more points, and you'll see what I mean in team building. 2,500 gets you 80 points. So that's your basic ticket points that you are going to get. Now, AAP, if you sign up an AAP, you get 10 points. This was Kurt went to battle for you guys yesterday, ongoing, him and actually Paul. We finally got it approved at 11:30 last night that we're going to give 10 points to per location. So if you have a store that opens from the 1st of September for the next 60 days, or from the 15th of September for 60 days, that you get 10 points for every store. So if you sign up an AP that's got 10 stores, you get 100 points. If it's got 1,000 stores, you get 10,000 points. Co-branding. If you sell any co-branding tickets, you get 5 points per 100 tickets. Co-branding, 5 points per 100 tickets. Now, the minimum investment in a co-branding is $25,000, and they can take them tickets as $50 tickets, $100 tickets, NFT tickets, whichever they want. So co-branding, make sure you go to the Grow Branding website to find out more about that. But $25,000 is then divided by the 100 tickets, and you get 5 points for each one. Sponsorship packages are now available. They start at $75,000. You get 10 points per 5K. So in that case, 75 is the lowest package. You would get 10 points times 75, which is 150 points. However, the top package is $1 million sponsorship. We couldn't talk about things like $1 million sponsorships 6 months ago. It was not even doable. Now it is doable because of the momentum and things that are happening. So big sponsorship packages. For every nonprofit you sign up that must qualify, that means they must meet the requirements of the website, you get 15 points from. Okay, now, because we're in the business of helping nonprofits are not in here. Nonprofit can actually go inside the pool. Nonprofit can go inside the pool. Okay, so you know. Now, that is your points, and we're going to tell you there's going to be add-ons to the points. There's going to be motivational things. Could even be to get on a call because there's an important situation going on. You get a point to get to it. You guys are initial core of family. And a lot of you, like I just said to you, do have the ability, but you're doing something else. We're trying to show you right now why it's worth giving a couple of hours a day to get this involved. Okay. So I'm going to quickly do a diagram of your, and listen, my scribble, my writing, I apologize. I'm not very good with penmanship. We'll get this all on a spreadsheet. But right now, if you're in your website, your dashboard, you have a little icon, and you have to click on that icon, and it shows you all of your referrals. And what it does is it's got a plus sign, and it opens up. So you've got your direct sales that you've gone out and referred somebody, and it goes down like this. And there's a plus sign, and that opens out, and that one goes down, and that one goes down, and that one goes down, and then another plus sign, and it comes down. And any one of these that has got a plus sign next to it, you can open and look. So in other words, there's 3 levels when we built this. There's you, level 1 to you, and level 2 to you as an affiliate program. We've taken that exact same concept, and I'm going to show you right here how it works. Okay, I want to go back to that video very quickly, talking about the sharks, the people out there in the world that are going to try and put you off. It's like if you want to go and start a business, the worst thing you can do is go and talk to a family member. Why? Why do you want to talk to a family member? Because they're going to tell you can't do this. No, that's not for you. That's what your family tell you. Your own family, your flesh and blood. 9 times out of 10, they will tell you, no, you can't do it. Okay? So there are sharks in the world that are going to come and say, no, don't do this, you can't do it. You can take it and be the little small guy on the team and go out and do this, or you can be one of those people that just walk away from things. Up to you. But if you listen carefully and you do a little bit of posting that will help you train on, and listen, I didn't just tell you I put in all these thousands of people, okay, in a year for a reason. I built a training program. This is about that, okay? So let's talk about you. You go out and sign up Tom. Tom goes out and he sells a bunch of tickets, okay? He only signs up to Sue. He signs up Sue directly to him. It's the only one he signs up. He does all the tickets on his own. $100 ticket, $100, 20. These are examples, guys, total examples. At the end of the day, Tom's got 1,000 points, but he did sign up Sue, and Sue went out and she sold up points. 1 for 20, 3 for 100, 1 for 20, 3 for 100. So she ended up going out and she got a lot more, and she ended up with 500 points. Here's what happens. Tom gets her 500 points because he signed her up. So 500 plus his 1,000, he's now got 1,500 points that go into this pool. However, because I signed up Tom, I'm going to get that 1,500 points plus whatever else I do. So I signed up Mark the same time as I signed up Tom. And Mark didn't do nothing, okay? He only signed up one person, okay? So Mark only got 3 points. But he signed up Anne. And Anne went out and she got 91 points. So Mark now gets 91 points plus his 3. So he has 100 points to go. Well, guess what? I've also got that going in the pool. I went out and signed up 3 more people. Okay, when I say signed up, they purchase a ticket. They play in a free weekly and monthly game. So I got 3 people. They all only bought a $20 ticket each, but they eventually went out and they sold 300 points. My question to you right now, looking at this diagram, how many points have I got that goes in the pool? Well, it's kind of common sense. I got Tom, which is a $100 ticket. That's why I put it there. So I get 3. Mark's a 3. Okay, so that's 3 and 6 plus $20 ticket, $20 ticket, $20 ticket is 3 more points. So I actually have only got 9 points. But look what happens. I got the 9, which I've got there. I got 100 because Mark's got the 100. I got the 300. I got the 1,500. I got the 500, which means now I have 2,500 points. But all I've really done is signed up a Tom, a Mark, and 3 other people. In other words, whoever you sign up can be that person that makes this thing happen for you. Team building, right? So we're going to talk a lot about team building. We're not going to do all that today, but just so you know the pay structure and how it works. So here's how we put this. We've taken $50 million. You must have 100 points to qualify. You got 60 days. Actually, you got more now. You got 60 plus another 4. Well, from the 1st of September to the 15th of November to qualify.
Dave, can you just tilt the camera up slightly? We just can't see the top of the board. Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Perfect. Okay, so 100 points. Now it's double asterisks. Okay, we've already been told that we need to make sure we get to a certain number in the pool, and we ask this that we can extend it if we need to. Okay, So we want you to know right now it's set for November the 15th. Okay, if we get to that number earlier, of that number we want in the poll, we're going to kick this up. So if we get to the number we're looking for in the poll on, say, the 10th of November, it will come forward. Okay, it is not to be extended out, but it can come forward. I just want you guys to know that. Right, there is $50 million guaranteed. We take $1 off of every single ticket starting last week, and it's gone into a separate pool. It's guaranteed money. Now, 3 weeks ago, we introduced a new bonus override you get. If you sell the winning ticket to somebody, you get $1 million now, where it was $250,000. It pays down 10 levels as a referral bonus. So if I sign up Paul signs up Graham signs up Elias, and so on, 10 people are going to get it. Where did we get that money from? We matched the AAP. We took from our budget the $3 million at an AAP store, and we shared it out. And I told you at the time, we're going to put $1 million to the referral and spend $1 million in 10 people, 10 levels deep. And there was $1 million left over because the AAP store gets $3 million. So we had this extra money, okay? So what we've done is we've taken $1 million of that $3 million, and I told you how to place for it. That $1 million is to guarantee what efforts you do if you get in the pool. So if you accomplish 100 points and you're in that pool, whatever happens over here, it doesn't matter. You're getting something of that $1 million. Now, if there's only 100 people in there, because everybody's done something, then you would have 100 divided by 1 million. If it's 1,000 people in there, it's 1 million divided by 1,000. So I can't give you that number until we get to the end of the day, the result. So right now, I've got 2,500, 1,500, and Sue's got 5. We're just going to take the numbers we've got here as an example. Big, broke it out for you, asterisk. Example. Okay, this is an example. It means it can go way bigger and it can go a lot less. But we wanted to make this very simple for people to understand. So we're going to take 300,000 ticket sales as an example, and we're going to say out of them ticket sales, there's 1 million points in that pool bucket. And there is 1,000 people that's got into that in that pool bucket. That means $50 million, 1 million points divided out equals 1 point equals $50. 1 point equals $50. That's simple. Okay. If that goes to 2 million points in there, that's going to bring it down to 25. If it goes to 500,000 points in there, it means it goes up. So that is a point value that we cannot change until we know exactly what's in there in 60 days. But in 60 days, it does never change. It's always going to be the same. Now, each week after the 60 days, from the November the 15th for 7 days, there is now a way you can increase your probability of a bigger chunk of money. But I stopped to look to you because I also want you to do this. For all those out there that are really not doing a lot, why would we reward you? Okay? If we're going to give you 60 days to train you, to get you up to stage, learn from what we're going to teach you, go out and do what we say you're going to do, then you can participate in here without a doubt. Guaranteed. But if you're going to go out right now and say, well, I'm going to put 100 points in here, sell some tickets, but now I'm in the pool bonus, I'm going to reward you by getting a piece of the 1 million. If you do that, that's up to you. It's your choice. But if you continue to build what I'm calling right now your business, your opportunity, forget the raffle, forget the weekly game. They're totally two different things. The raffle ticket, you're guaranteed 1 in 3 chance of a cash prize, a large probability if you got free entries. The weekly game, you play it every week. There's a daily game coming and a monthly game coming. They are nothing to do with this, totally different. We're going to take 20% of whatever that pool is. So based on the 1 million points, that means there's 200,000 points that are sitting over here in a grab bucket that you can grab. We're going to take week 1 sales, okay, at the end of 7 days every week. And the only question is we may increase that to 2 weeks. So it's a 2-week cycle instead of a 1-week cycle. That vote has not yet come back, but this will be the only change. So cycle 1 or week 1 or cycle 1, and that's 2 weeks. We're going to take your total amount of ticket sales. So in this case, we're going to use you, which is you guys, over here, built this team. You had 2,500. You had 2,500 points in here, and now you're starting to collect money from it. So you got to take 20%. So you started with 2,000 points left in your bucket because the other 500 have now gone into this bucket you can pull from. Tom's 1,200, 20%. Sue is 400 off of the 5, 20%. That is all sitting out there with all the other 1,000 people, the 20%. There are 1,000 people in the week competition. If you do nothing, you automatically lose your 20%. Let me repeat that because I want to be upfront. If you do zero, absolutely nothing, 20% of the pool comes out. That means if you do that week after week after week after week, you're zero in the pool. Zero, nothing. However, you are guaranteed something because of the money. So that's a good thing. So you're never left behind. You're always going to get something. But there is absolutely no reason you can't do what this is. Because by your team means you're not doing the work. Your team is building. And that can go as wide as you want to go. So now what happens is you went out and you come in third place. You got 10%. We're taking out the percentage of the 1,000 people, but you got 10% of the ticket sales that week. You signed up somebody that bought 300 tickets. You signed up a co-branding, whatever it's going to be. But you went out and you sold the tickets. Tom went out and he got 3%, and Sue went out and got 1%. So her initial numbers changed. You went from 2,000 in the pot to 22,000 points in the pot. Okay, now this is where it gets interesting. We don't want to overhype things. That's one thing I don't want to do for you, but we broke down some numbers to help you understand. What happened? Well, when you started off and you had in here 2,500 points in here, that meant you had $125,000 in value based on this example. You had 125,000 at 50 million. This is all about money. I don't normally talk about money. You know me by now, guys. It's not my hype thing, but this is about money. Money is an evil, but it also takes care of things we need to do. 125 grand is based on these numbers. You went out here and you got 10% ticket sales. You went to 22,000 now because you got 10% of that 200,000, which is available to do. You went to $1.1 million in valuation based on $50. So just by coming in third place and 10% of the ticket sales, you went from 125 grand all the way up to $1.1 million, okay, at 22,000 points. You can work these numbers out yourself. Paul's done them, so I know they're accurate. Now, Tom went out, and Tom only got in third. He only got 3%, but he had 1,200. He jumped to 7,200 points in ticket sales. Now, remember, these ticket sales are coming from your team. It's all about building your team. Because you may not be able to go out there and sell all these tickets, but Sue can, and Tom can, and Anne can, and these people over here. You just got to build that team. Okay? Now, they go out there, and Sue's got 2,400. We'll give you a number of 2,400. That's $2,500. Sorry, beg your pardon. It's $120,000 that she's gone to. Okay? She'd come in 850 in the 1,000, and she only got 1%. Let's say cycle 2 or week 2, whichever we end up going with. 7% Sue did. She said, hey, I like this. I can see that this potential here to get this $50 million. So I'm going to go out and I'm going to run a simple ad, or I'm going to get some lead generation, or whatever she decides to do. But she says it's worth it because she went from 400 points, 500 points initially started, to now she's got 2,400. She can see the daylight. She goes out and does some advertisement, whatever it's going to be. Now Sue comes in and she gets 7%. Sue now has got 15,920 points back in here. Okay, and that means that Sue went to $796,000. You, if you've done exactly the same and you come in down there 870, you only got 0.5%. You now have got 920,000. So it takes from you, puts it into a pool. You go out and do your ticket sales as necessary, or your team goes out, and the larger ticket sales you get weekly or bi-weekly, which we haven't made, is a bigger amount of the pool that goes on. This pool will continue until the 50 million tickets are sold. Once they're sold, that pool is completed, and even if the raffle doesn't complete, for whatever reason it does, that pool is available to start divvying it up straight away, okay, after the 50 million tickets are sold. That was some exciting news. So Tom, who had 7,200, he went out and he come in last. He was on vacation, or his whole team got together and he went on a cruise and they said, hey, no ticket sales this week. And they don't do it. And he come in right at 1,000. He lost his 20%, but he lost it from here. So he's now down to 5,760. Well, a week before, he was at 1,200, but he come in third place. So, guys, it's an in and out. It's a motivational way for you to push your team to go out and get points, because any one of those could be you, Tom, or Sue in the program. Now, Elias, can you come on at this time and ask me any questions you want, because you're a networker and you do understand these programs. Would you like to come on and be the people's voice and ask any questions?
Can you hear me?
It's a yes or a no.
Oh. Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you, Elias. You're a bit quiet, but
Okay, thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. You know, I like all what you explained right now, to be honest with you. I love it. To be honest with you, I don't have any question concerning this, because, you know, I understand. I am a networker. You know, you explained it to me, and I understand it 100%. Now, I don't know. I need to explain this to the people so as to get their feedback. You know, I understand it. I love it. I know that over here, you work, you win. You don't work, you don't
Guaranteed.
nothing.
It's not like going into a product that's getting a binary that gets flushed, or a matrix that gets flushed, or a uni level that you never see the results. Every single week, at the end of 60 days, you know what your results are, and it's backed up with a guarantee that if you don't do another ticket sale, God forbid you got sick and your whole team went out, you're still guaranteed something for that $1 million. Now, obviously, the people that come to zero get part of the $1 million. The people that are winning the points in here, the other 999 in this example, they don't get part of the $1 million. So if there's only one of you that fail, you get the full $1 million. So it's even backed up. And all you should say is, well, how much time can I commit to building my team and selling ticket sales? Well, it's 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day. It's 50 million reasons why to do it. Think about it. If you was this one person that you jumped from 22,000, that is $1.1 million out of that if you had 22,000 points based on this number. And again, this number could be 100,000 tickets. It could be 500,000 tickets. The points could be 500,000 or it could be 1.2. We will not know what that is until this 60 days is up. The most important thing is building that team so your 2,500 goes to the highest number it can, so you have more points in there. Pretty simple, right?
Yeah, of course. All this process will be like a filter to get the people that really deserve earning the money.
And of course, guys, you know, I care about each and every one of you. Every night there's a prayer about you guys. Every night I don't miss, right? Well, I can't say every night. Sometimes I do fall asleep exhausted. But guys, this is up to you. That's why I wanted you to watch that video coming out of that class. You know, Elias, I don't know if you've ever seen that video before, but you're gonna be out there where people say you can't do it. If you listen, you can't do it, you're not gonna do it. If you get off this call and say, you know what, this is one time I know I can do something, I can really accomplish it, and I'm guaranteed I'm not gonna be a failure. I am guaranteed I'm not gonna be a failure, because no matter what, you've got something coming out of it. So if you're doing this project and that project, and you got 10 of them online, I understand that. I know Avazoo has not been designed as a network marketing program, but this model is a network marketing program. It's designed to build a team. You don't know until you start building teams out there and telling people what they can earn. We're talking 100 days. That's why I brought it up earlier. If everything goes right in the actuary, September the 15th, going out, we want to be at Christmas giving away gift cards and be done with this raffle before the end of the year. It's 2 years ago when we met some of you that this was the original plan, was literally in September 15th, kick it off. Okay, this is all about team now. You run ads to find team members that have got a passion to go out and do things and get rewarded. Not only get rewarded, they get weekly games for free, they get monthly games for free, and if they're a $20 or higher, $50 or higher, they play in the daily game. And there's up to $50,000 in the monthly game in different prizes and dollars that they can win. All for $20. All for $20. And the best part about it, the best,
You can't find this anywhere.
70% is going to a cause. So $20, $6 is what you're invested in basically a business opportunity for you. Go ahead. It's
all. This is the most incredible thing about it. It's all free. You have your ticket, and usually when you join a networking program, you have to buy something, and you have to buy it monthly, and you have to pay it monthly. Over here, you are not doing nothing.
Nothing.
This is incredible.
But here's the problem that we're all worried about. Because you've got it all for free, we have a few people, little group of people that want because it's free. If you're that individual, then please make this as your change and part of your life and start talking about this program, start sharing about this program. Worst comes to worst, when you put the banners up, you're getting entries that's going to put you a bigger probability than what you would have as a 1 in 3 chance. Get yourself up at the time you need to get on calls and find out. Find out an AAP store or a co-branding or a sponsorship. Walk into a store owner. Okay, this is a no-brainer, guys. And those who are gonna not do something, gonna say on this call, hey, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna hold you accountable next week. Do it. If you're gonna say, hey, this is not for me, that's okay. It's fine. Honestly, guys, it means that you will still have a ticket. You'll still be able to participate in the daily, weekly games. It's not going to affect you. The difference is this is guaranteed money, and your points, your entries, your weekly spin-offs aren't guaranteed. It's wherever the luck holds where you are. All right. So, Paul, any questions you want to add to this?
No, I just want everyone to know that there is 100-point minimum requirement for each person in the team. Yeah. So you need to make sure that your downline is getting you that 100-point requirement.
Right, but don't take this. If Sue doesn't get the 100 points, okay, you still get whatever your points come over to you to go under you. So Sue only gets 99 points by the cutoff time, but she's gained 500. She got 99 points. Then 99 points go with you. You're not going to be punished because of somebody else not accomplishing it. It's about building that team. Yeah. You got to make that commitment that I'm going to say, hey, Sue, you need one more ticket sale. We got 3 days to get it. Let's get another ticket sale or another AAP. So it's about building a team. And you can go as wide as you want to, as much as you do. I always recommend to start with 3 to 10 people. Get them going. Okay, work with them. You don't need to go any more than that. But you got to work with them. Okay, yeah. Teams only work if you work together as a team. The quarterback can throw a ball, and if there's nobody out there to catch it, that's a waste. Okay, so you are the quarterbacks. You're the ones that are going to throw the ball to your team. You got to find out about the program. You got to be on the training calls. You've got to say, hey, I'm going to get up at 8 o'clock because I'm going to do this. If you are the quarterback, you can win. If you're not into football, then you don't know what a quarterback is. Whatever captain of every sports team, you are the captain. And you can do it. There's no doubt you can do it with what we've already got tool-wise built in place. But if it's going to be, hey, I'm going to try it for a week or two, if it's that attitude, you're going to fail. Don't waste your time. Don't do it. Just sit back and enjoy the program. All right, guys, I'm going to ask you questions.
Sorry. People over here, they have to start making their own bed. Just this is the start.
Absolutely. So, Justin, let's see if we've got any questions we can answer. Any questions?
Hey, guys. At this moment, I'm not seeing any questions, but a lot of excitement.
Okay, but guys, I'm serious, right? When I tell you I pray for you guys, I'm not BSing you. When I tell you I love you and I care about you, I mean it. Don't be excited and then do nothing. I'd rather you just be the way you are. But if you want that help, you put your hand out. If you don't know how to do something, we're having trainings. But what I can tell you is you have enough knowledge about this program that you can sell tickets. There's no doubt in my mind. You got 64 days out there to do this. It's a real simple process to get you in here to make sure you qualify. You can do it. I know you can do it. I believe you can do it. This is a great opportunity for you. So if you have any questions, please put them in the marker. If not, we are going to call it a wrap, right, Just? What time are we at?
We are at 1:12 p.m. New York time.
Okay, so we're just over an hour. So that wasn't too bad, right, Paul?
No.
Oh, it's good.
All right.
Good.
So
Dave, have you put this one, this information on a PDF file or something like this?
you will have it all. And remember, our official start date. Let me switch cameras, guys. I always like to look people in the eye. I think you all know me by now. Am I back?
You
Yep.
are.
Yep.
Okay, so the official start date is September the 15th, which is Friday. By Friday, there will be links on the website that people can go and see about this, join in. It'll have it all broken down, diagrams, everything for you. Obviously, I want you to start doing a Spanish training. Kelly and I have already talked about it. We want people in Nigeria. We want people in Kenya. We want people in Egypt. We want people everywhere talking about this. This is a great, great opportunity for people. And it's short-lived. You know, I don't know if we can get this on raffle number 2. I hope we can. Okay, but right now we need to get the team up, get them deciding what to do, remotivate some of their old people. And like I say, the worst scenario is you end up with a ticket that you already have and you get an entry. So it's really a no-brainer. Yeah. So, and I added a couple of things due to Kirk's request about the AAP and also for Paul, he wanted some stuff in there. So we've got it all covered, including non-profit as well. So a lot of work gone into this, guys. And listen, I'm not the best presenter. Graham done a great job. When Graham started working in this, it's been a combination of people that have been involved in putting this together to make sure the people that are really putting the effort together, they get rewarded. But at the same time, not really leaving anybody behind. This is a no-brainer. If you get behind something, you believe in it, you make it happen. So we know you can all do this. All right, Just, no questions? We're all good to go?
The only question I'm seeing right now is, so how can we form a team?
On Monday, we're going to announce our training schedule. So we'll be doing the company update call on Monday. But your team right now, look to your left, look to your right. First thing you want to do is don't prejudge somebody. You know, I've seen sales reps look at me when I walk on a parking lot to buy a car. And let me tell you how I go to buy a car when I go and buy one. I haven't bought one for a long time. I wear the scruffiest pair of shoes I can find, usually flip-flops, and a pair of shorts. So what happens is the rookie salesperson on the car parking lot is the one what gets me, because the other people, they prejudge me, and they don't see any watches, and they don't see any necklaces, and they don't see anything else. And I get the rookie because they don't want to talk to me. And I get the opportunity then to work my magic to negotiate the best deal. Okay, so guys, what I'm trying to say to you nicely, never prejudge anybody. That person you see next right now could be a Tom that went out and sells 1,000 tickets. So we're going to start next week talking about how to build that team. This is not like any other network marketing program where you're going to tell them they're going to be on a monthly subscription and you're telling them about how much they're going to change the world and be part of a legacy. That's a big difference. Okay, so this is a really easy, but we're going to announce it on Monday. We're doing the company update call on Monday, and we certainly will announce that. Guys, there's going to be ways you should be able to get this on local TV, and they're going to say to you, hey, contact so-and-so at so-and-so to get your ticket. We're going to train you to the best of our ability to get it done. It just makes one thing. All you're going to do is make a commitment to yourself, not even to us, that you're going to do it. And if you don't make that commitment, then you're not going to get there, but you can build a team. Anybody can build a team. What's hot for me may not be for you. What's hot for you may not be for me, but every one of you have got something as a hot button that attracts other people. All right. I think we're done, right, guys? Justin, I need to cover on customer service, or are we got a wrap on that? Just so everybody knows, Monday, the site, you will not be able to get into the login at 12 midnight New York UTC time. There were no game this week until Wednesday is the start time, so we can make our fixes what we need to do. For those of you who joined the call late, the spinning wheel is working fine. The professional terminology is when we took the 20 pieces of the pie and doubled it to 40, it wasn't recognized software-wise to get that exact accurate reading. So with that and the different browsers that expand when you do it, it caused a problem. Thanks to Elias, Abraham, some other people that reported it, we got it done. We let it run this week. Just let bygones be bygones. Of course, some of you guys are seeing less in the app, and some of you are seeing some different things we're doing. That we're in the ticket sale business. We're not in the free giveaway business. So please enjoy. And we love wherever you are around the world. We will be setting up teams, and then teams will be traveling. So don't be surprised you don't see us holding a meeting in your town to have people to come in and find out about it. All right, Just, any other questions, or we all gone?
I'm going to just jump in and answer the question of how do you build a team. Simple answer, go sell the ticket. That's your team. People that you bring in as a referral is your team. Go and sell a ticket.
You know, I want to add something to this. Like what Paul says, it's a matter of selling tickets and you have your own team. But there are two things, the most important thing that somebody have or anyone should do it. First of all, don't let other people decide for you. The second is to, if somebody gives you a no, just forget him. Next, the other one, and so on.
I'll tell you what to do. I'm going to post this in here. I don't know if Justin did. But if you ever get down on yourself, any day of the week, there are so many people out there have different concepts of how to get you out of a dark spot. I have my way, which I go to the Lord, but I also go out to people that I see and believe in. And I've just posted for you right now that video clip from the Admiral that I done earlier. And watch it 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 times. Because every time you watch it, you'll get something out of it. If you need to watch it every single day, watch it. Because these are people just like you and I who signed up, and 6 weeks, 6 months, whatever the time frame is, they come out all qualified and done and succeeded. It means anybody can do it if you just set the mind to it. So watch what I just posted. I think it's there, Just. Go out and have a look at it. Watch it again and again because it's well worth it. It definitely motivates you. And it's true facts. It's real stuff. Go ahead, Justin. Did you say something else?
No, I'm all good. I put it on the screen for anyone that needs that video.
It's there. Oh. The link is there. I just tested it and it's working fine.
Right. And obviously our Spanish community, there's a lot to go over, and have Elias to do this without that whiteboard in front of him to just try and explain it. Guys, just hang tight. You've got a little bit.
It over here.
Yeah. Well, we're going to give you we're going to have Musadar, and it's going to be diagrams and everything else so people can see, and we can go through it. But I will definitely be doing trainings next week for those who want to join in. I know Paul's got some. Obviously, Elias, I can be more than happy to come on your class, but I can't teach you much, buddy. You can teach me a lot, but anyway, and Graham, I'm sure, is going to jump in. I know Kelly already is. So, guys, it's all down to us. We can make this thing happen. Okay. All right. Thank you, Elias, for joining us. Paul, do you want to just give everybody a 30-second on something that's coming soon, or you don't want to mention that as of now? Don't shove it.
Sure, I will mention that to them. No problem. Right now.
Well, Paul has got something very special he's been working on for a while, and he was hoping to show you a demo this morning. But I'm not gonna break his thunder. So do you want to give anybody a little bit of a idea, concept, what's happening?
Okay. Paul or me?
Paul.
Me. No, I don't. I'm keeping it on the mark. No.
Okay. So we're going to leave it like that, guys. But you got something very refreshing and exciting that you are going to see towards the end of next week.
Super fun.
Super fun. It'll be something that will be talked about all over the world. So it's exciting. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Elias. Thank you, Graham. Thank you, Kelly. All you guys out there. Thank you. Remember, the login will be down on Monday. So please update people in the CRC, and we really appreciate you. Wherever you're coming in from around the world, we really, really do appreciate you. Have a great weekend and go Bucks. That's the Tampa Buccaneers. Go Bucks. NFC season is here. Thank you, guys. Take care. God bless.
Thanks, guys.